Hmm. Well, hello, and welcome back, everybody. Oh, whoops. There we go. I was listening to myself there. So, I've actually already done the full loop on this, just getting the basic account set up and getting the profit and loss statement. So what I'm really going to be doing here is setting up a demo app. And apparently, so I upgraded OBS and I upgraded Mac OS, and I'm probably going to have to reinstall some plugins and whatnot because it seems that my Stream Deck no longer controls OBS and blah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go get a domain set up real quick. I'll just do this off of duckdns.org. Whoops, if I could spell it correctly. Org. There we go. And then I'm trying to think, what ones do I have set up here? Let me pull this out of the way real quick. Nope, not that one. Oh, hot. Hmm. That's a very hot pocket. Okay. Google, Twitter. Let me see if I can sign in with Twitter here. Okay, great. I'm just going to change this so slightly. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do is we are going to add, I guess I'll call this Intuit demo. Go ahead and add that domain. And then I need to have, I think I'm just going to set this up. Where should I set this up? Got a dev server I can use. Got a couple dev servers I can use. Which one's the right one? For this today. And let me know if the music's alright. I think it should be in the sweet spot of not too loud and not too soft. Maybe I'll turn it down just a touch more. That might have been a touch too much. Somewhere between -32 and -24. Maybe -28? Oh, it's in between songs. That's why we can't hear anything. Okay. Maybe right around -24 is right. Just seems a little bit loud to me. -25, -26. Anyway, I was trying to figure out which dev server should I use, because I got a couple. I think I know which one. Just one second here while I add my key. Sorry, like I said, I'm still a little bit under the weather. How are y'all doing? What are you up to today? Okay, so let's bring that to right around here. Okay. And then I have, let's see here. The sites enabled. Let me do, I need to check something else out real quick. Well, no, I don't. Let me go to Webby, and one of the issues, I have an updated Caddy cheat sheet, because there's some Caddy stuff that's changed. Let's see, docs for Caddy cheat sheet. There's one I had some new stuff. Did I update this one? Maybe I actually have a pull request for it. Let me see if I've got it under the pull requests. Oh, there's a couple of things I need to update here. Simplify caddy file example. Oh, I didn't actually have the word caddy in here. There we go. Okay. So let's try this. What did we call it? Intuit demo.duckdns.org .caddy file. Intuit.duckdns.org. And let's give that port 42. And home app serve intuit.duckdns.org public. That should be all right. And let me get into fish here. So I've got my autocomplete. And let's see. Intuit.duckdns.org. Just want to put that there because I've put hello in probably a couple of files, and I want to make sure that we hit the right one. So I'll give that a second, or 2, or 3, or 10, or 15. I don't know why that's taking so long. I do know why it's taking so long. There's a couple of reasons. One, I'm using the wrong name. Two, I'm using the wrong IP address for that name. So let me go update IP here, and then I'll grab the IPv6 as well. What? Intuit demo, okay. The reason I'm not showing the DuckDNS screen is because it shows the token. Hey, what's up, Margo? Okay, so now the IP address should be correct. Now let me go correct these other things. Still waiting on that cure for hangover. I only vaguely remember that. conversation. Not enough to actually remember what it was. So home app sort of Intuit. All right, getting rid of that. What? Not empty. RM rough. No, here's what we'll do. We'll move this one over. Why not? Okay. And this would be Intuit demo. Okay, so now oh, I also need to update this here. Hey-o! Cool. So we got that working. Now let me see. What's the simplest thing that we need to do here? Intuit API OAuth connect. I'm just going to go to, I think the site was developer.intuit.com. Make sure I'm signed in here. Okay, let me go grab this from the other page. Because I actually don't know what my sign in is. And I'm going to grab my password by right-clicking Inspect. And change the type from password to text. There we are. There's my password. Okay. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and save that in here. That's fine. All right, let's text the code. All right, there's my code here. What? Oh, that's weird. Didn't copy the 0. All right, I want to develop apps. Sandbox. Can I just get to my dashboard? Let me go to the dashboard. You're going to see, whoops. You're going to see, unfortunately, keys and credentials. Probably going to have to show you. I won't do it for production. Let's see, webhooks. Let me pull this off screen for a second. See if I can scroll past the key that it shows, which I guess I need that anyway. I hate these sites where they don't let you copy and paste to select things. Okay. What do we need? We need a project directory. So let me go ahead and make this into it. Oh, we already have the project directory. Just 1 second here. What is this called? Client secret. It's just a test account, so it won't matter if you do see it, but I prefer to just be safe than sorry. Hey! What's up, young guy? Oh, you've got a life question. Okay, let me whip out my gray hairs of wisdom here. Are they shining brightly? Okay, go ahead. I'm ready. Okay. So here... Oh no. Oh no. So, Intuit demo dot duck dns.org. Let me take this out of the way. Okay, good. It just show the key. Okay. So I'm gonna read this a little differently. Why are the hot girls going into programming when they should marry and have kids? The hot girl doesn't want to marry me. Instead, she wants programming. This sucks. Well, it's not really an either or. So, my wife does accounting, and we have kids, and she does look like a European supermodel, so. But when I was in college, girls would go to the programming 101, and there'd be a few of them, and then within 2 semesters there was down to 0. So I don't know. I don't know about the trend of girls getting into programming. Probably because there's a lot of pressure. I think there's a lot of societal pressure right now against women, because a lot of women do just want to kind of settle down and have a family, and they rightly feel that doing one of Earth's most important tasks of raising children is real and valuable work. But a lot of society is telling them that you're worthless unless you do what men do. So, but that aside, because that's its own problem, I think you have to be confident. Everybody likes confidence, no matter whether you're a guy or a girl. You know, you're attracted to people that are confident. And the best way to be confident is to figure out what you like to do that really brings you peace and joy. And do that. And then invite other people to come with you. You know, dating is having fun and then bringing someone else to have fun with you. So your job is to have fun. Your job is to have a good time. You want to bring somebody to have a good time with you. So if you don't know how to have a good time, if you don't know what your likes and dislikes are, then you're gonna have a hard time attracting other people to you. And I mean, you could even if women are intimidating for you, you could just do this with guys. Can you get guy friends? You know, can you be fun and enjoyable to be around in a way that men want to be around you? And if you can, then can you do the same for women? And I'm not going to dignify that with a response, because that just kind of tells me you don't actually really have any question. You're either some bitter person that just kind of hates the world right now, which, a lot of us are, been there in some way, shape, or form. And I believe that you can get out of that. But like I said, you got to find your own personal place of peace and center. Yeah. Well, you come across as someone who's very bitter, and to a woman, this type of attitude is going to come across as weak, if not creepy. So I'm not trying to put you down in any way. I'm just talking straight with you. And I hope that if your real goal is to attract women into your life, I hope that you can take that for what it's worth, and it can be, good advice that's valuable for you. And if you're just trolling, which maybe you are, maybe you aren't, I don't know, then, whatever, it's good advice for somebody. Yeah, but I definitely would not advise trying to force someone into a relationship in any way, shape, or form through any means of manipulation. It never ends well. I mean, even if you're just too nice, I think a lot of us guys who've been around the block, we've gotten too good at dating to the point that we know what to do. We know how to get the girl, which is completely different from how to keep the girl. And that, that can backfire, because you do all the right things to get the girl, but maybe accidentally, you're probably not trying to do it on purpose, but you do things that are out of character for yourself because they're winning strategies. And then that creates its own conflict that rises up in the keeping the girl phase, because you can't be someone that you're not for a long period of time. After about 3 months or so, any facades that you have are going to fall off, certainly by 6 months. Nobody who is not a sociopath can keep up a facade, even if it's something that they're unaware of, that they're just doing subconsciously. You just can't keep that up for more than 6 months, and rarely more than 3. So I did a lot of dating. I got really, really good at dating, and I was really, really not good at being in relationships. And I kind of, for better or for worse, I met my wife and then I married her. And it's kind of like that. We were married at about the 3-month mark, and I would not recommend that to anybody. But it worked for us because we were both good at dating and not good at being in relationships, and both at a stage where we wanted to be good at being in relationships. And so we just kind of jumped in and said, well, whatever, either we commit to it and we do it, or we won't. And so we did. But not a strategy I'd recommend. And then Josh, we could clip that, not put it on the code channel, obviously, but I'd put that on we could make a clip out of that. Okay, so I've got my ENV here. What I want to do first is just, if I could I just need a link here. Oh, thanks for the sub. Or the follow, rather. Let's see. Connect to QuickBooks. That's what this link is going to be called. And what I need to get is the URL for it. And it's somewhere around here. I think if we go here, I think this will give us... Oh no, that's going to show the secret on the screen, isn't it? Let me pull this down real quick and see if it does. They really ought to fix that. Yeah, it shows the secret on the screen. So let me see. Alright. So and I'll post this link in the chat for anybody who wants to follow along. Here's the Intuit auth flow demo. I probably got 1 or 2 more of those in me. what I want to see, it's not going to show me. So this is going to stink because it's going to go so fast that we're not going to be able to see it. If I click get authorization code, it's going to do all this stuff up in the browser URL bar. But we're not, it's going to be so quick, we're not going to be able to see it. So let me see if I can search for the other thing that I need. So Intuit OAuth flow. I don't know. And actually, I'd prefer OIDC, but they say they support it on one of their pages. I saw it, but I don't think they do. I don't think they support OpenID Connect. Add OpenID Connect. Use, if you can. Because their tokens are not standard JWTs, and you have to use standard JWTs for it to be OpenID Connect. So that would be false for them to say interesting. Yeah, I don't think they actually support OpenID. I think they have a shim that is kind of OpenID-like, but I don't think they actually support OpenID. Well, so it conforms to... Okay, so first we have to follow these. End-to-end token validation. Let's see. Okay, this is wrong. They do not support OpenID, okay? Because it would not be OpenID _ sandbox configuration. It would be developer sandbox.api.int, blah, 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 blah. So they do not conform to this because it has to be named OpenID configuration. It cannot be named OpenID sandbox configuration. It has to be named OpenID configuration. So if you wanted to make it sandbox, you could maybe do /sandbox, or you can put sandbox in the domain name, but you can't put sandbox in the file. It's incorrect. This is not a proper OpenID configuration. Whatever. Authorization endpoint. This is what I want. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a look at. I hate OAuth 2. OpenID Connect is great because it's actually a standard that you can follow, and if you follow it, then you don't have to do additional coding. OAuth 2, everybody does it differently, and you can't just take your OAuth 2 implementation and say, "Oh, this is OpenID Connect." That's not true. It's not how it works. Was I born in 1986? Yes, I was born in 1986. Okay. Let's see here. So, request parameters for token exchange. I kind of just want to do this underneath in JavaScript for right now. So what we could do, we could just not have that. And then I could put a little script here. And we could say, here's the base URL. So let's do that. Base URL equals. And then we're going to do new, what is it? URL search params. I think that's what it is. So we're going to try this out in the browser real quick. Okay, that's it. So we can do here foo and then bar. All right, that's what I need because this is going to do the escaping and everything all on its own. So that is what I want to use there. Okay. Go back here. Wait, wasn't it? Am I not already on? Set up OpenID Connect. What? I'm so confused. Alright, single sign on. Create your app. Did it. I did the playground, yes. I don't want to use their client library. What's up? You're next. Oh, I'm young? Oh, yeah, says the guy who was born in 85. I suppose I am. I'm very young. Yeah, so I'm doing well. You're next. How about you? Managing. View the scopes. Yeah. This doesn't show any of the code. This is really annoying. Okay, authorization request parameters. This is what I care about. Client ID. And this one I can just get out of .env right there. Okay, scope. I believe if I go back here, I don't think so. This is supposed to just be spaces, not commas. I don't know if their implementation requires commas, but the spec I'm pretty sure has always been just spaces. You're rethinking prepping with HackerRank. I don't know what HackerRank is good for. I know a lot of people talk about it, but I don't think you're going to find too many companies that want you to do HackerRank. I think your companies that want to pretend like they're Facebook and Google or whatever will, but it's not really a thing. And HackerRank does not demonstrate your ability to problem solve or to think about customer needs. need to have better here. Let me go back up here. I mean, it's good if you can do it, because it does show that you get some of the more computer science stuff, but I think it's really interesting, especially when these companies want to talk about diversities, this, that, and the other. If you're screening people for whether or not they can complete HackerRank, you're very narrowly focusing the neurotype that you're going to get, and it's not necessarily going to be the neurotype that is going to be the best at general problem solving. But I think that a lot of the HackerRank stuff can be fun. Always set value to code. Okay. So they do not support the implicit grant. Good to know. And then here, let me just go ahead and put this in there. Equals. Intuit demo.duckdns.org. And then what I say, API webhooks, Intuit, auth 2. And it's interesting, you only need to use this once, but you have to supply it multiple times. I don't know if that's supposed to be a security caution or... Yeah, okay. Okay, so... Oh, interesting. Why is Prettier not working here? It's Prettier... Oh, Prettier's not installed, that's why. Actually, npm install -g. No, now it's dash location equals global Prettier at 2. I'm getting some more sneezes. Yeah, I know HackerRank is likely good. What's a refresh token? So, a refresh token is just a long-lived token, whatever that means. Typically, it's something in the realm of, say, 90 days, maybe a year. But a refresh token just means a token that you can use to get another access token. And refresh tokens are typically server-side. You don't typically have use for them client-side. Okay, so that is there. So the browser and Node both have this API called random UUID. Okay. Oh, all right, there we go. Now we're good. Now Prettier is working. And we're just going to plop a toString on here. Then so base URL and search. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, So put in client ID. Do we have scope? Scope, response type, redirect URI. Client ID scope. Oops. Redirect URI, response type, state. Okay, so this right here should be enough for me to do my little test. Just this bit right here. Where is my... Oh, here it is. There's my little hello. Okay. So this should redirect us out. Yay! Alright. So what happened there is it did not show the authorization dialog. It just went ahead and authorized me. You can see it's got the authorization code up there. So yeah, I'll build out this demo a little bit further. But then I got to switch it over to the real deal. Because I already have a library for handling OIDC and OAuth 2 called libauth. But I do want to just complete the flow in the simplest way possible here. By the way, that little ditty that we got this far, that deserved a little... You know. Gotta celebrate small wins. Let's see. What do we say? 3042, I think. To let port process wb.port or 42. Whoops. Listening on server address. There we go. And then we need to create our handler. So function, handler, becres. I am going to install Express and use Express for this. I was thinking maybe I wouldn't, but I'm going to. I think I did it this way. I have to double check on that. Okay. App dot is it no, it's gonna be a get. App.get API webhooks Intuit OAuth 2 chain res. And then we're going to have rec.query.code. And let's see. I'll go ahead and get this updated here too. By the way, feel free to ask me questions about JavaScript, Go, programming, apparently dating and life advice. I've actually had a few people over the past, how long have I think I've been streaming for more than a year now. I could be wrong, but I think I've been streaming. I think it's coming up on a year. I joined Twitch 10 years ago, but I didn't know what the heck to do with it. I was completely confused by it. I heard every time somebody talks about a social network, I go ahead and reserve my name. And that's often really good because, for example, with YouTube, I got in early when you could get your name just by getting a YouTube account. You didn't have to have 1,000 subscribers, or what is it now, 2,000 subscribers and so many thousand hours of watch time per month. You didn't have any of those requirements to get your name. Ooh. The AC's making me sneeze. The cold air blowing on my nose. Oh, and by the way, if you like what you like, consider thumbs up, like, sub, follow, etc. Because if you like what you like, you get more of what you like. Also, Beyond Code, Discord, right there. I think right there, right? Yes. Yeah, right there. Right there. It's right here by the arm of my chair. That's what I gotta remember. That's where it is. That link just popped up if you want it. The two ends of Twitch streamer spectrum. Yeah. Hot tub streams. So I have not yet watched that, but it makes me really uncomfortable. Just the whole idea of that is that's just really weird. So yeah, so on the one side you got something that's completely sensational and kind of boring at the same time, and on the other hand you have something that's completely insensational and boring on the other hand. So yeah. And then somewhere in the middle is the fun stuff, the gaming, you know? Okay, what was I going to do here? Oh, okay, but this might help you make money. Sure, yeah. Yeah, that could be true. So watch out. Warning, this may lead to helping you make money. Fair enough. Okay, I was going to do something here. I was looking at code. Oh yeah, I was going to say, so, Quest. Really looking forward to Fetch becoming native. I think that the warning will go away. It's available in Node v18, but the warning will go away in v20, I think. Something like that. Okay, so what was the URL that I need to make the request to? Let's see, did they have that over here? No. Token validation. Okay. Yeah, that's not OIDC compliant. This just bugs me so much. This just bugs me so much. No, you just, even if you don't do anything else, even if developer sandbox whatever, you know, even if developer sandbox.api.intuit.com just redirects to this other one for all other cases, I just no, you cannot call it open. This is not valid. It's not valid. It's literally not valid. Okay. So token endpoint location. So is the token endpoint where we go to inspect the token? Or is that where I go to create a token? Okay, we got to grab the realm ID from them. Jando, I just don't know if you're trolling or what. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know how to take you. But so, I mean, I want to. I don't know. Old man. So I think that whatever preference you have in terms of nationality of person that you would like to date, that is totally up to you, and I really don't care what your reasons are. You know, whether you're more into blondes or brunettes or Asians or Africans or whatever it is, that's nobody's business but your own. Whatever your reasons are for that, they're your own reasons. Nobody needs to know or care. Treat all people with respect, but when it comes to your choice of dating partner, pick whoever you want for whatever reason you want, as long as you're honest about it and you're not, being manipulative or deceitful or trying to hurt somebody. As long as it's two people that mutually agree on what they're doing and why, then let it be. As for myself, I chose a Latvian. Okay. This is going to be the one, right? Is this right? Let me go back here. Code. That's so weird. How about curl? Why is curl not in this list? Somebody tell me that. Exchange. Token endpoint. Okay. So post. There we go. That's what I need to know. All right. I'm about to kick you out of the chat because this is just not the topic of this channel. Right? I mean, if you want to ask a couple random questions, that's fine. But, you want to talk about your bedroom life, I'm not here for that. Okay? Try to keep this clean and family friendly. Okay, so this is going to be the URL. And then I think this is a form post. So I think we just use this URL and then we do form. I need to double check on what they're saying there. Change post request. Parameters. Body. Okay, yeah. URL form encoded. So we need to have code, read write to URI, and grant type. Claim supported, scope supported. Interesting, because there's other I'm just going to bump this message out of my chat window there. Response type. Supported. Interesting. I don't think, because it's saying here that authorization code, I don't think that's listed here. Authorization code. It must have yes. Oh, required. Oh, I wasn't noticing that yes is a column here. All right, authorization code. Got it. And this is going to come from rec.query.code. And then redirect URI. I guess we need to save that from what we did on the front end. Well, I guess it's the same thing, isn't it? Intuit demo. And there is a way to make this. I think this is the kind of thing, really, that belongs in an ENV. But there's also a way to get it from the request itself to see what domain the request was intended to. I think that that can be valid as well. And then there's the URL. So we could just take, kind of the same way we did on the front end, take redirect base, and then do redirect URI, and then put in here redirect base. And rec.url, I think. Yeah, well, I've been staying home from work for the past couple days because I haven't been feeling well. And I'm starting on this new project, just getting this demo up for this QuickBooks thing. And so I thought it'd make for a good stream overall. Okay, what do we call this? Token endpoint equals. Okay, from OpenID sandbox configuration. Okay. And this is somewhat duplicate work because I'm going to do this again with libauth. Oh, and then there's the realm ID thing. Yeah, we gotta grab the realm ID. Hold on. Let code equals rec.query.code. Let realm ID equals rec.query.realm ID. Or is it realm underscore ID? How do they define it? I think they define it with an underscore. No! Oh no! 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 You can't mix camel case and underscores. Go with one or go with the other. I don't care which one you take. Actually, I do. It should always be underscore. But if you're going, no Intuit. No, you can't do this. You can't have some of the parameters be camel case and other parameters be underscore. That's just, it's not appropriate. It's not okay. It's my code editor from 1996. It's called Vim. Let's see. It's Ubuntu. If anybody wants to get up and running quickly with Vim, there's the Vim Essentials. So I'm actually on Mac. This is not Ubuntu. I think the theme is called Earth something or other. Let me see if I can pull up the theme. Profiles. Colors. Color presets. Earth Song. This is Earth Song. So if you're interested in that, I turn to themes. Here you go. Hey, you want to have NeoVim? We can have it. I mean, it's just one of those things where somebody just has to put the installer together. There you go, NeoVim here. If NeoVim releases on GitHub, that makes it a lot easier. Okay, do we have releases? Okay, in Vim. Cool, and we could probably even take the app image. And we might be able to use that, I'm not sure. But that would be that would be in the format that we'd want to install on Linux. So yeah, I mean it looks like it should be doable. Let me just see Mac OS tar. Let me just take a quick look see here. Released in 1991, close enough. Blah. Blah. That's like saying that, you know, Mac was released in 1982 or something like that. Or was the first GUI in 1984? Was that the Macintosh? It's going to revolutionize the industry. Okay, yeah, that's perfectly doable. Yeah, so basically, if you were to just copy and paste almost any of the installers, it looks a lot like this. Let's see. Oh, interesting. The way that the directory is structured, I'd say that the installer for Node or for... Yeah, I think the installer for Node would be a good template for this. Do I use Vim for... If I need to use a text file, pretty much I use Vim. So if I'm writing and I'm writing in a text file, just a plain text file, yeah, I'll probably use Vim. If I want to have... I use Google Docs for things, or Apple Notes for things where I want to have a little bit more formatting control and whatnot, or if I'm on my phone. Yeah, I'm set. I know that you're talking about his 1996 was close, but the Vim that I'm using is not the Vim from 1991. The Vim that I'm using is very modern Vim that was released. You know, what's the version on this? Okay, so this version is 2018 that I'm using there. And then what's this version here? Yeah, so this is 2022 June. So this one, I'm using an older operating system, and so it's got an older Vim on it. But not that it makes much difference. Okay, so all right, let response equals, and then I think what we're going to find here, let's just do res.json. Response.body. Oh wait, no, it's not going to be response. Is it going to be response body? Well, this one I think it will be response body. Have you heard about NeoVim? Yes, I have heard about NeoVim. I've heard about NeoVim so much, but actually I can't remember. Because every time somebody brings up NeoVim, I say no one has ever given me a reason as to why I should use NeoVim. But I think last time I said that, I think somebody actually gave a reason as to why I should use NeoVim. And I mean, I guess I could. I mean, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know why. Right? It's. Yeah, somebody would just have to tell me, like, what is the purpose of NeoVim? What does NeoVim do that Vim doesn't do? I think somebody said it has more async stuff by default. But that really doesn't make a difference because Vim has async stuff by default. This is like the difference between Yarn and NPM, right? People say use Yarn. Why? Nobody can really come up with an answer. Just like, well, I started using Yarn, and so now all of my projects are broken and they don't work with NPM. Okay, well, that sounds like a reason to not use Yarn then. That doesn't sound like a benefit of Yarn if it breaks your projects. But yeah, I'm totally cool, especially if it's Windows, Mac, and Linux, because that's okay. Here's a reason. Here's a reason to use Vim, NeoVim. NeoVim is easily supported on Windows. That's a reason to use NeoVim. That's it right there. I'll have to try it out and see if it, if everything works the same, if I can use the same plugins and whatever, then just as well, because Vim does not. Let's see. Uninstall.dev/Vim. Whoops. If we just look for Vim. Yeah, I don't have Vim. I don't have Vim for webinstall.dev because they don't have first-party binaries. So first-party binaries would be a compelling argument for NeoVim. All right. So I got the response. I'm going to send back the response. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to say, I forget what it is. I always forget what it is. I have to look this up every time. Express JSON indent. JSON escape, JSON spaces. That's what they call it, JSON spaces. Okay, here we are. I have to just double check here, but I think I've got everything that we need for being able to test this. Tried it and I left it installed. Oh, that's valid. Are you on Windows? What? I mean, what? Why not just use Vim? Because if you're on Mac or Linux, then you'd already have Vim, so you wouldn't have to install anything. But if you're on Windows, then I could see that NeoVim looks like maybe it's easier to install on Windows. And so that would make a lot of sense. Okay, so are we supposed to put realm in here? Host, body. Yeah. Oh, but we're supposed to do the okay. Off Intuit client ID. Intuit client secret. There we go. A new user. I'm gonna have to go blow my nose here soon. The sneezes keep building up. Thank you. Bless you as well. All right. So now, .env. Oh wait, I can't do two of these, can I? I'm gonna have to do the node one. Okay, npm install save express at root async router at root request and .env. Hey, I hear that Arch is a good way to learn Linux these days. I learned Linux on Gentoo. I installed Red Hat, and that was a pretty simple experience. They've got a new name for Red Hat now. What do they call it now? Fedora. Yeah, so I was on... Back then, they had Red Hat and Red Hat Enterprise. And they switched that to being just kind of Red Hat Enterprise and Fedora. The very first version of Fedora was terrible, because there's all these places where there were still old references to... Oh no, tissues are out. To Red Hat, and so stuff would just randomly break, and if you looked in the error logs, it would be cannot find Red Hat /lib whatever. But that whole notion of system level packages is just a broken notion. I think there's very, very limited use cases where it still applies and makes sense. All right, so require .env big path .env secret. Okay, so we've got those. All right, so can I run this? Apparently not. What I call handler, we can put in, server. All right, cool. So that's working now. So we should be able to, this probably won't work anymore, whatever page here. Yeah, if we just reload this, probably won't work anymore. Cannot get. What? What do you mean get? That was a post. I'm confused. No, this get, we can get. API. Did I not do... Oh. Hold on. There we go. That's the one. Okay, let's try one more time. And let's do... I forgot. We gotta still set JSON true here. Some planes use Red Hat. Yeah, I've seen that. Not recently, but I remember being on planes and seeing when their media center would crash, it would reboot, and it was Red Hat. So I've seen that. Slackware. Yeah, okay. Okay. I did try Slackware very, very briefly. I went through probably at least half a dozen Linux distros. I landed on Gentoo, and then that's the one that I stuck with maybe about 6 months or so, and then I switched to Ubuntu. So basically, Gentoo was what I used to learn Linux from top to bottom. When I was in high school, there was this guy who was a Linux consultant, you know, the kind of guy who charges $200 an hour to go into businesses and stuff and fix their server problems and whatnot. And I told him I was pretty pro, and he threw out 2 questions at me. I don't remember exactly what they were, but there was 2 questions he had for me. Because he says, well, you think you're really good at Linux, but let me ask you this. And he throws out something, and I answer it, no seconds flat. Knew exactly what it was right away. And he's like, okay, well, how about this one? And then he threw something really hard at me, and I just answered it again. Boom, lickety split. Didn't even have to think about it. And he's like, oh, you are pretty good. I said, yeah. But so I think, you know, distros like Linux from scratch, Gentoo, Arch, they help you to really learn Linux. And I think that's good. I don't think they're good to use. I mean, it's kind of, you know, like I say with programming. You know, Python's good to learn programming. It's a terrible language to program in, but it's great to learn programming. And I think that I don't know why you'd want to use Arch. I don't get the appeal. I don't get the appeal of Gentoo, but I get learning. But I don't know. Maybe Arch doesn't break all the time like Gentoo does, or did. Okay, let's refresh this one more time. Hey-o! Look at that. That's interesting. So now Stream Deck doesn't seem to know that OBS is on, and so Stream Deck turns off every once in a while. Anyway. All right, so this is good. Let's go on to the next piece here. What is the next? The next piece would just be me doing this again from start to finish. And I guess it'd be if I can get the data. Let's go back to API reference. There's the sample object. B3. We've got the realm ID. So reports, profit and loss. Okay. So I take this a step up, and then we take it a step up again. Okay. Okay. And what was the Intuit base URL here? Let me just put this up here. And I should put that in an env file, but whatever. Okay, and then we're gonna have to get the realm. Kind of copy this thing a little bit. Except we don't need the off. Well, we do need the off. P&L URL equals. I'm not going to worry about all of the query parameters right now. So realm ID is going to come back. That. What's up, everybody? I'm AJ O'Neill. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you. Feel free to tell me who you are. Drop questions about Linux, JavaScript, Golang, Ziglang, Rustlang, other lang, or general, whatever. I also do dating advice, but, you know, keep it clean. I don't do that kind of dating advice. Let's see. What I need to know, this is what I need to know, is, as a software engineer, how many people who watch my streams have been able to successfully engage their significant other based on my dating advice? That's what we need a really good poll for. Let's see. What was it? Good P&L? What do we say? Good P&L. And then we're going to have our realm ID and our rest.body.access token, right? There we go. Let me just copy this little check down here. And again, all this code is throwaway code. This is just because, well, maybe I should have tried it the library way first and just dug right into it. But it's just nice to be able to go through things as plainly and simply as you can and just kind of get the baseline and then integrate it. In this case, it seems like it's turning out simple enough that I probably could have gone straight to making a little libauth plugin for this, but meh, tomato potato. Okay. All right, so connect to QuickBooks. Oh, all right, had a bad auth response. Oh, it had a double slash in it. Interesting. Okay. So let's handle that problemo. There we go. Problemo el salvado. That's not Spanish, just so you know. That was made up gibberish. Oh, no, this has already got the response. That's why. Okay, so let's go here. Oh, no. Wait. Mismatching redirect URL. Invalid grant. Mismatch redirect URL. Can we just fix that? Oh. Again. Yeah, understood. Okay, and then let's just check the homepage real quick. Okay. Don't ask me why I'm violating my own rule of mixing underscores right here. I don't know. It's probably because the web is underscored and JavaScript is camel case, but JavaScript should be underscored. It really should be. They were just trying to make it look too much like Java. Max confusion, you know? Come on! Okay, hold on. Mismatch redirect URI. Redirect path. Okay, I am a little confused here. I didn't think that rec.url included the query params, but it looks like the problem is that this one of these, at least one of these, is including query params, and that's not what I want. Let me check and see. Let's go look at Express Docs real quick and see if there's a. So what if I just want to get the path? Is there a rec.path? We got host name. Let's just try rec.path instead of rec.url. This is one of those things where I don't know what benefit it adds. It just adds, it seems to just add confusion. All right. Don't. Token endpoint is not defined, but I defined it. I defined the token endpoint. I did. Token endpoint. Token endpoint. Ah, yeah. Fine. But wait, that's not what we want anyway. We want PNL URL. Right? Okay. I think here's going to be our big ba-da-da-da. And then I think I'm going to take a break. Right, here goes. And rec is not defined. Come on. This is the kind of stuff my linter should be catching. Do I not have my tools installed? npm install location global JS hints JS hint at latest JS at latest. I actually don't know if that's the one or not. Come on. There we go. That's not helpful. Something like ES version. Let me just grab this real quick. Okay, here we go. All right, we have our code. All right. We have our redirect URI. All right, so now when we do this one, we pass in code realm. I'll just call this up here that redirect URI equals code realm redirect access token. Code there we go. Okay, what do y'all think? Last time? Is it gonna work this time? I'm kind of hungry. I need it to work. You know, things don't go well when you're hungry. Come on! Come on! Oh, I didn't specify that it was gonna be JSON. Did I not put the realm ID in the right place? Let's see. Yeah. Let me see if I can tune into what y'all are hearing real quick. So if we take this and turn. That's heavenly, isn't it? Oh. Yeah. That is Final Fantasy VII indeed. I keep seeing companies... Oh, sorry, I didn't see this before. You're next. I keep seeing companies looking to hire developers to rewrite Java code as Python. That sounds so dumb. That sounds so dumb. What are they smoking? That they want things to be slower? Or maybe it's not about slowness or quickness. Maybe it's about they just want to be cool. So they just, oh, yeah, lots of people who have no idea what they're doing are writing Python right now. So we should rewrite all of our code for people that have no idea what they're doing. That way we can hire more people that have no idea what they're doing to come work for us. So then we don't have to pay them as much. So that we can deal with more problems and have less expertise. I just can't think of a reason that's a pragmatic reason that has to do with code and computers that you would want to rewrite Java code as Python. That's not to say that Java code is necessarily better than Python, depending on the code, but generally speaking, well, yeah, that actually is what I'm saying. I'm actually saying that generally speaking, Java code is better than Python. Um, okay. Let's check and see how okay, the basic client ID, client secret. I'm gonna get wait, I already did this. Hold on. Authorization bearer access token. Access token. Oh no, I mean this is why, this is part of why I'm doing it this way, you know, really simple first. I'm just creating a really simple demo because, well, everybody does their APIs differently. Nobody actually does their APIs correctly. Let me just try changing the headers here. Authorization bearer access token. So I was griping earlier how they claim that they have OpenID, but they clearly don't. RESP is defined but never used. That's false. That's blatantly false. Okay, headers. This is wrong. That's why it's giving me that error. Okay. So that should be okay. I mean, that should be what it was doing already. We could just, oh. Oh, whoops. I don't know what I don't know what I was smoking. I was temporarily smoking something unacceptable. I just need realm ID and access token. That's all this needs. It does not need the other things. That's probably why it was being converted to a post. That I think is what the problem was. Okay. Try it again. We're honing in. We're really close here. Now I wish that I had the Final Fantasy Triumph. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, but I don't. I have this. So that's what we're doing. Okay, folks. There we go. I've done the full flow. I still don't know what these emojis mean. Will somebody please come up with a page that explains, like, is there a know your meme for Twitch? Know your Twitch emoji? Let me just know your Twitch meme. Okay, so know your meme does have, okay, why did nobody, first of all, why didn't I think of this? Okay, that's number one. Number two, when I kept on asking, hey, is there some place that explains this? Why didn't anybody say, yeah, you idiot? Just go to know your meme like you would for any other meme. Let's see. Okay, so are they labeled above or below? Huh. Kappa. Okay, so that's above. And this is forehead. And this is PogChamp. All right. Oh, wow. I'm learning everything. Something that's redneck-like. Okay. Wait. But what does it mean? This is only like half of them. What? Worthless. Thought I was really onto something there. All right. Anyway, so this is good. I think it is time for me to take a break. And in the next bit, so I will raid, but in the next bit will be taking this and actually integrating it into the product that uses libauth. So basically maybe creating a libauth plugin for this. Yeah, I think we got to create a libauth plugin for this. There's actually one more thing. Maybe before I go grab something, let me see. User info. Can we grab the user info? User info endpoint. Okay, I'm going to do this, and then we'll raid, and then I'll go. So I do want to get this information here. I hope you enjoyed my burp. If you enjoyed my burp and you know it, clap your hands. Or give me a weird emoji. Get user info. Ugh. This is one of those ones where it hurts, because that should be user_info, because there's not such thing as user info. It's user info. But it's not as bad as doing mixed camel case and snake case. Let's just put that out of the way. So just access token, that should be all we need. Okay, and I am going to go back to just trying auth and then bearer on this one. Seeing that works. Should. User info URL. JSON true, yada, yada, yada. And then we'll change this from being ENL to user info. There we go. All right, and then I'm just going to say, let's just get rid of that one for now and do user info instead and get rid of realm. All right, I'm just curious to see what user info looks like and if it works as constructed here. Do you like how this link always stays blue? It never goes purple? Huh? You know why that is? I know why that is. It's because there's a state parameter in the URL that's different every time. No! Authentication failed. Input. Let's see what they say about user info in their API docs. Where did I get that from? User info. Authentication failed. Okay, let me just try. Let me just double check here. Yep, that had the same access token the other one did. But I'm just going to try doing this, because I think the problem may be I never do it this way, so I haven't really tested that that works. It should. Let's see. Oh, and I missed some comments. Okay, let me go back. All right. I wonder why Python is more widely used than Node when it comes to data engineering. It's because there's more C libraries that are written for Python. So you're talking about stuff that's really, really, really old. And so there's a lot of C libraries, and Python gives you an easy way to interact with C. And it's not really a goal of Node to give you an easy way to interact with C. But it is kind of a goal of Python, because Python was developed in a way to be a higher level language over C and to give people access to C code, but just in a simpler way. I'm repeating myself. C, yeah, I don't even know what that one is. So in regards to the Twitch emojis, don't learn them. It will rot your brain. Yeah, that's probably true. I have just been on Twitch since its inception. Pretty much lived through every emote. Got it. Okay. Yes. Blessings again and again. Blah. All right. What's max 3 lines in Python? Look, you can't use the emotes on me because I've already forgotten what they are. Anyway, so I'm saying I'm just going to try this like this and see if that works. URL, JSON is true. So it should come back as JSON. And it could be that I haven't, because if you remember back when we looked at the OpenID stuff, it said, well, first set up your stuff for, where was it? You know, after you implement auth 2, then you can add functionality. End-to-end token verification. Validates ID token. Wait, are we given an ID token? Hold on. Tokens bear, accept JSON, barrel form encoded, anti-authorization code redirect URI. So wait, what do you do to enable OpenID? That's where I'm a little confused. Because here, oh, you know what? I didn't look at this, but technically this should be ID token. So maybe that's why it was griping at. All right, so I'm going to try this 2 more times. Okay, I'm expecting this will work now. Nope. Still didn't work. All right. ID token. Refresh token, access token. Oh wait, seeing bad response body. Authentication failed. I don't understand. Am I supposed to maybe put in the secrets or something? Let me look at OpenID Connect. No, I want errata set 1. I don't know why the main one doesn't show up here. I want core 1.0, not the 27 drafts. They need to have some sort of... Okay, this is the one that I need to bookmark here. I probably already have that bookmarked. Alright, so user info. Get user info, authorization bearer. So I'm a little confused on that. They gave me an ID token. I gave them back the ID token. I used it in the same way that it is used here. Sent as a bearer token. Using authorization, using a get. Oh, nope, I didn't want to do that. All right, let me just... Learn. All right. Yep. I did all this. Now the ID token. Okay. Let me check over here. Where was it? Where's that list? Sandbox accounts, platform, Intuit, OpenID Connect. That's the one I used, right? Sandbox accounts, blah, 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 blah. User info. URL, user info. Authorization bearer. Access token. This is actually ID token in this case. All the same. Right? Okay, but do I need to include the realm ID? Okay, where does the secret come from? So this is saying, this is kind of confusing. It's saying that I can create a token. All right, get user, scopes you choose, users, profile endpoint. All right, user info, bearer. Oh, this says access token. Okay. Let's swappy do it around. It's supposed to be ID token, but it says access token, so we'll flippy do it right here. Access token. Fingers crossed. Hey! All right. So that worked. So don't use access token. Don't use ID token, use access token. I'm pretty sure that for the user info, you're supposed to use the ID token. Could be mistaken about that. Let me go check the spec again real quick. We were just on the spec page here. Oh, okay. No, it says access token. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. It says access token. I thought it was supposed to be ID token, but I guess the ID token already has that information anyway. All right, and then, okay, so the last thing that I want to check then, that works. I want to check to see if this works. All right, we're going to change ID token to access token here. ID toke, access toke. At least put the, okay. And this may not work, and that's okay if it doesn't work. It just tells me that there's a bug in that bit there. Yep, there is a bug in that bit there. That's okay. Just as long as when I go back to this, I run it again. Whoops. And we still get goodness. Yep, we do. Okay, so my question, super quick exploration here. The bearer. Okay. Authorization, bearer, space, ops.auth.bearer. That should be identical. There should be no difference between the two here. Oh, header versus headers. I think that's the bug. Let me check and see if that was it. Which that should have caused a crash, but whatever. I'm just going to look around in here for header. No, it's not found. So how that even worked at all is kind of confusing to me. But now I suspect that this would work as well. Nope, still doesn't work. Okay, well, I'm just gonna ignore that because it doesn't matter. It's kind of strange, but it's whatever. Okay, so.
This was a triumph. I'm making a huge success.
And with that, I will pawn all of you pawns off onto Soy Pete because she's live! Woo! Let's see. except she's Soy Pete 01. Let's raid the right Soy Pete. There we go. All right, everybody. Adios. And then I gotta manually scroll down here.